Alright, here we go again. Tomb Raider Legend, England. The England mission. England, England. King Arthur's tomb. Yeah, this is the one with the reptile at the end, and I like that part. That part's really cool.
There seems to be a fine line between coincidence and irony.
You sure about that map?
Unfortunately, there was some nonsense about the discovery of the real King Arthur's tomb here years ago, soon discredited. And yet another roadside attraction was born.
Well, let's see what we can see, shall we? At least it should be educational. Either housekeeping should be fired, or no one's been inside for months.
Alright, here we go. What's up, guys? If you guys are watching my videos, I'd like to say thank you ahead of time, and don't forget to support me by doing something simple like thumbs up the video. And support me.
This place has seen better days.
It's been condemned since the death of the owner, one Professor Worth. I shudder to think that at one time he had students.
The way I've been playing these, I've been check this door.
They must be electric. I'll have to find the power main.
Place is locked up pretty tight on the ground floor. Probably have to try up higher.
And we have power.
I've been playing them straight through. Usually, like I've been trying to finish all the missions, you know, in one play, and instead of getting to a checkpoint and then quitting, I wanted to make sure I finished the chapter before I moved on to the next one. That way I can upload the entire mission on one upload. I just felt it was a bit easier this way.
Come ye hither and hearken to me tale of King Arthur. Enter, once and future king, Merlin.
The real Merlin would roll around in the mud and bark at you, and I'm being generous by calling it mud.
There's no difference between stupid and charming with you, is there?
Holy Grail.
How did they know he found it if he didn't return? Exactly.
You know, only one time did I actually press all the buttons in order to hear the story of Excalibur. It was fun, you know, just kind of listening to the story being narrated and then watching the animatronics move. It was kind of funny in a way. It reminded me of the museums out here in LA. You would press them, and the animatronics of, like, I used to like watching the dinosaurs. I used to go to the dinosaur exhibit and press the buttons and hear them roar or move around. I haven't been to the museum in a while, actually in a long time. I would like to go back.
Before he did die, Arthur badest his knight Bedivere to returneth Excalibur to yon lady of Elaine. And lo, did Arthur's body then slumber, and yea, was borne away to Avalon, where it is said that from thither shall...
Well, if he went to Avalon, then whose tomb's supposed to be here?
Maybe the grunting Saxon or the Roman fascist that Alistair believes the whole legend was built around. This is where the truth behind the myth is supposed to be explained. It has been turned turned into a warehouse.
Fitting. There's been so little truth everywhere else. Why start here? The only factual basis behind the King Arthur myths died centuries before this place was built.
Give Professor Worth some credit. If he had to close an exhibit for renovations, at least he picked the most boring one.
I'm trying to take this one out, but it's like, I don't know, it's moving really slow. Hold on, let me try a different approach. I almost feel like just going right through, but I want to take these off right. You can't see, oh god, like, I could only move, I'm trying to see on the side, but it's really hard. And moving, oh my god, whatever, dude. I'm just gonna go straight through. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Okay, I know there's I know I can break open this
isn't Arthur's tomb.
We knew that already. What's wrong with it?
I've seen enough tombs in my life to know when I'm looking at a cenotaph.
Thing?
A diversion. This place is trying too hard. It's hiding something.
A body?
No, that's the problem.
I'm trying to be slick, but I know I can go through that wall back there. Like behind these boxes. But I want to get these things out of the way. It's this little... I'm just taking way too long, and I know this is a pretty long mission, and I'm trying to... I don't know why I'm trying to be neat. Screw it, I'm just gonna go straight through that wall.
Now this is better.
Nice. Be careful. You don't want to demolish anything important.
Realized I have a velveteen touch. But I'm glad to see you now think there may be something important here.
I feel like I'm gonna get stabbed, but I know by using this little tractor I can knock them off. And I'm trying to get rid of all of them. I don't remember if I have to come back. I think I do, but I want to make sure that these things come down first. Maybe I have to open this gate.
Decided to take the slow way down instead.
Should have told that to the forklift.
Did you guys ever watch Interview with the Vampire? This place reminds me of that. If you guys remember when Brad Pitt's character went to that show, and underneath the stage there was like a place where all the vampires were sleeping, like inside the walls, and they would all come out. And I think who was it? I forget the name, but I just remember Antonio Banderas was the one of the head vampires there. That was such a good movie. I liked the movie a lot, and I always thought there was going to be a sequel. And I knew very little about Anne Rice. I always wanted to read the other ones. I did see the what's that movie called? The one that they made later, Queen of the Damned, the one with Aaliyah in it. That was okay. It wasn't like as good as the other one. I don't know. It just felt different. But still, the Interview with the Vampire, one of the best vampire movies that was good. I couldn't get into the. That looks pretty nice. I couldn't get into the Twilight movies. I tried, you know, I wasn't trying to hate, I actually was really trying to like the movies. but I didn't become a fan of that one. But I heard that the books were a lot better, so I couldn't judge the story based on the movie that I saw. I could only assume that maybe, you know, the book had better, you know, I guess storytelling than the movie did itself. You know how sometimes they say that books are better than movies? Maybe Twilight is one of those things, because in the movie I just couldn't get into it. I am watching them, but they're not, to me, I don't know, I don't see how people became such a big fan of it.
That doesn't mean you don't have to be quiet anymore.
Stephanie Meyer, the author of the Twilight movies, she also wrote one called The Host, and that one is set to come out in theater soon.
Looks like there's oil seeping into the water table. Who knows how long it's been burning? I wonder if the architect's design deliberately took this into account.
Now, The Host was actually a good movie. I mean, a good book. I did enjoy it. I don't know how the movie's going to come out. But it's true, you know, when you read a book, your imagination takes hold. And sometimes, you know, I think you can enjoy more a book based on your own imagination. And also, you know, you're being guided by the words of the book. So when you watch a movie, it's somebody's interpretation of the way things look. But you know, sometimes that could be a good thing. You can really enjoy somebody's version of it.
There's your answer, Alistair.
Wow. You know you're gonna ruin your boots.
Not on the path I'll need to take.
But it's never as good as what you see in your own mind, the way it plays out. I haven't read a book in a good while. The last book I read was what was it? I think it was The Hunger Games. I think I read the third book of The Hunger Games. I think that was the last one that I read. The Hunger Games. You know, perfect example. I enjoyed the book. I saw the movie. The movie was good. I liked the movie. But I had problems with it too, because when I read the book, and I'm going to give you a spoiler here, when Rue died, when I read that part in the book, I felt sad, man. I actually felt depressed that Rue died. But yet, when I saw it in the movie, it happened so fast that there was no emotions in it for me. You know, I mean, I don't know how you guys felt. If you guys read The Hunger Games, if you guys enjoyed that, if you're a fan of it, tell me what you thought about the Rue scene in the movie compared to how you felt when you read it in the book, because I totally felt it differently. You know, I did feel it different. What the switch is for?
Looks like my garbage disposal. I hope you're not leaping through it already.
Okay.
There must be a way to stop them up.
I certainly hope
think-
so.
Hold on. Those things are like knocking my thing off. I think in the I'm just gonna go straight. I think the ones on the sides just take me to artifacts, and I'm just trying to beat this, so I'm gonna go straight. But anyways, The Hunger Games. I kind of expected, you know, the book was gory. For me, it was gory. I enjoyed it, the goriness of it. And I knew that watching the movie that they would cut that down, because, I mean, after all, these are kids killing kids. So I knew that the Rue scene would have been toned or watered down, you know. But not that much, man. Not to the point where, like, I almost felt like, you know, you would only really care about Rue if you read her in the book, but not in the movie. In the movie, she was just some kind of random girl that helped her out,
But it might have been worth
but she never
trying,
really
just to
was
hear you
attached to her. In the
about
book, I felt like I was more attached to Rue than I was in the movie. And then the scene just kind of came and went. What is that beeping sound? Oh, my light. It's like, what is that? Ceiling. Okay, there's something to grab, so I guess I have to run it. Ah, I knew it was gonna burn me.